Good morning all of you. In the last class we have discussed about the different types of coagulant, and today we are going to discuss about the mixing devices which are used for coagulation process and the laboratory test which is used for determining the optimum dose of coagulant. So first we will discuss about the flash mixer. The chemical added to the raw water is vigorously mixed by a flash mixer for its rapid dispersion in raw water. And then this water will be transferred to a flocculation tank provided with a slow mixer. So you can see this is the diagram of a flash mixer. So this mixing basin is consisting of a rectangular tank which is provided with an impeller fixed to an impeller shaft. This impeller is driven by an electric motor and it revolves at a high speed inside the tank. The coagulant will enter into this mixing device through the coagulant pipe from the feeding device. Then it is discharged just under the rotating fan, and the raw water will enter into the through the inlet pipe, and this is deflected towards the moving impeller by a deflecting valve. So after thorough mixing of the water is taken out through this outlet valve to the flocculator, where it will mix gently and slowly. And a drain valve is provided at the bottom of the rectangular tank for the removal of sludge. So the impeller speed is generally kept between 100 to 120 rpm, and the detention period in this tank is generally vary from half to 2 minutes. So here in the flash mixer the water is vigorously mixed with the coagulant, and then from this outlet valve the water is taken to the flocculator for gentle or slow mixing. So this is all about the flash mixer. Then we will move to the flocculator. So as discussed earlier, the best flock will form when the mixture of water and coagulant are vigorously mixed and then followed by a relatively slow and gentle stirring, so to permit the agglomeration of the flock particles. So from the mixing basin the water is therefore taken to a flocculation tank called a flocculator, where it is given a slow stirring motion. Okay. So this is, now I will show you the diagram of the flocculation tank. So this is a flocculation tank. So this is also a rectangular tank which is fitted with pedals. See here, these are the pedals, and these are operated by an electric motor. So sometimes plain flocculation chambers with controlled flow velocity are also used for this purpose. Here you can see the water enter through this inlet valve, and then it is coming out through this outlet valve to the sedimentation tank, And the sedimentation tank is same as this plain sedimentation tank that we have discussed in our last class, but with the variation that here the detention period is generally a less value of detention period is provided here, for example 2 to 4 hours, and here the paddles usually rotate at a speed of about 2 to 3 rpm, and the detention period here varies from 20 to 60 minutes. Okay, so this is all about the mixing devices. Next we will discuss about the laboratory test which is used for determining the optimum dose of coagulant. The common test which is performed to determine the optimum dose of coagulant is known as jar test. So this apparatus, see, this is the jar test apparatus. So the apparatus consisting of 6 numbers of jar, generally 6 number of jar, each having capacity of 1 liter. Different amount of coagulant are added to each jar. So in this test, first we will put raw water in each jar, and then different amount of coagulant is added to each jar. Here you can see there are paddles provided for each jar, and these paddles are connected to a driving shaft which is connected to an electric motor. So after the addition of coagulant, the driving unit is started. The pedals placed inside the jar are connected with the driving shaft through the vertical steering rods. So these are the vertical steering rods. And after, so which will rotate inside the jar. So if pedals will rotate inside the jar, and the formation of flock in each jar is noted down, and the amount of coagulant in the jar which produces a good flock with least amount of coagulant will indicate the optimum dose. Clear? That means here you have given different amount of coagulant, and after the mixing process you have to note down the formation of flock in each jar. So the jar which will give good amount of flock with optimum least amount of coagulant, that will indicate the optimum dose. So this is all about your jar test for determining the optimum dose of coagulant. So with this we have completed the coagulation process. In the next class we will discuss about the next process, that is filtration. Thank you.